example, take a look at this. WHBQ-TV, Channel 13, your RKO General...
If you ride for me, I ride for you. That's just the way it go. If you get me, then I got you, man. I put that on my soul. Money won't never ever change me. All these blue faces don't make me. If you ride for me, I ride for you. That's just the way it go. If you get me, then I got you, man. I put that on my soul. Money won't never ever change me. All these blue faces don't make. Will never change for the worse. I have to keep evolving. Been putting in this work. I gotta focus on my calling. The grind get really tough, but nothing easy come from stalling. I always picture myself ballin', dreaming pretty often. We all got different stories, but created equal. Got dreams and visions in my mind to help a lot of people. The word is cold, not how it feels to be up at my mind. The system messed up, all this crooked shit is televised. Media telling us a lot of lies. It got us losing our integrity just to survive. I put that on my soul, this money will not change me. I got nice things, but still material don't make me. Gonna have to take me out the game before you change a G. Not really used to hearing female rappers like this. Just trying to change the vibes, I care about the growth of kids. Let's change our mental and return to what it ought to been. Life could be simple, but we letting them control shit. Damn. I said we letting them control shit. Social media expose shit on a constant roller coaster. Feel the word up on our shoulders. Things are changing every day. The rich get rich, the poor get poor. For me, I rap for you. That's just the way it go. If you get me, then I got you, man. I put that on my soul. Money won't never ever change me. All these blue faces don't make me. If you rap for me, I rap for you. That's just the way it go. If you get me, then I got you, man. I put that on my soul. Money won't never ever change me. All these blue faces don't make me. Yeah, man. This song might go over a lot of y'all heads, you know what I'm saying? I might cut some of my music. I might talk about different things. But at the end of the day, I'm speaking real shit. You hear me? How many of these motherfuckers speaking real shit? How many rappers trying to help the community? I'm tired of hearing about money, cars, clothes, and hoes all the time. You hear me? Let's talk about bills. Let's talk about love, growth, family. I'm not the only one that's been entertained by this bullshit. Come out the matrix. Open your third eye. Wake the fuck up. I'm out. Get my countryness together. Theorematic. Alright.
Hey, say it how you say it.
Bad.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready.
Yo, what's up? This your girl Ashley King, the Queen King from Memphis, Tennessee. With Theorematic, it's going up. You hear me? I started doing music back when I was 11, and that's when I did my first rap. I did it with my cousin, and we performed it in front of my mom and my auntie. And so once I got in middle school, I was a huge tomboy, so I hung out with a lot of guys. And we would be in a group, freestyling. It was like, man, like I'm rapping. And so once I got in high school, that's when I realized I was writing raps. I wasn't no longer freestyling in groups anymore. I was just writing. So I started getting in talent shows. I got in a group. And that's really how it all started. But fast forward, I took a break, went back to school and all of that. And then once I finished school, I felt like something was missing out of my life. I was like, man, something missing. And I was like, it's music. It's music. So I ended up buying my first beat at the end of 2019. And I was like, if I'm buying beats, I need to take this serious. Like, I'm not finna play no games. And that's what like gave me the motivation to get back into the music game, just independently, basically. Get back up if you fall down. Get back up if you fall down. Man, I feel like it was important to me because we lack newer female artists from Memphis. It seems like the representation is all male artists that's coming up, the Moneybag Yo's and the all the different ones that's coming up. So I was like, I don't know about any female rappers that's really putting on for the city and giving us that underground flavor, that nostalgic sound. So it was important for me to give that sound, but it's also important for me to expand that sound and not be stuck in a box. So I am like not opposed to doing other sounds. I'm feeling the Jay Dilla sounds and the J. Cole's and just all of those. I want to blend everything together once I have a foundation that Memphis Underground is my set sound. Because it's very important to have a set foundation, especially as an artist, because you don't want to confuse people when you come out. Because I've heard like, oh, what's your sound? What's your sound? Because when I first started, I was all over the place. And then once I realized, oh, you got to have a set sound. But that's more of learning the music business, because it's more than just making music at this point. It's business as you gradually learn and grow. How I started getting fan base is when I started back doing music, I found an app called Rap Fame. And so basically that's an underground app, and it has, I'm talking about, I'm gonna say like 1 million people on the app, but it's a lot of people on this app that's doing music, and they are, I'm talking about grinding. Every week you dropping songs, people dropping songs multiple times a week. So I was just looking for a way to record from my phone. That was my first start, especially during the pandemic, because I couldn't really go to studios. So I was like, man, I'm finna figure this thing out on my own. So I downloaded the app, and I recorded on that app a few times. And I recorded one song called Stay Sleep, and it like blew up out of nowhere. I was like, where's all these people coming from? They was like, bro, you hard. Like, who are you? Like, you new on this app, you finna blow up. And I was like, what? Like, for real, y'all really feeling this? And so that's when I was like, I'm finna grind on this app. And I'm talking about, I was just dropping music, learning the game on the app, the rules, and so many people was gravitating towards me. And then that's when I put all my social medias on the page, on my Rap Fame page, and they would start following me outside of Rap Fame. And I was like, they following me, like, that's what's up. And that's when my Instagram started growing, and my SoundCloud started growing. And I was like amazed myself, like, wow, like people actually, you know, coming after this app for me. So it was dope. That's how it really all began. Shout out to Rap Fame, because, you know, that was how I really got my start. So basically how that came about was she was actually doing a promo last year, and she was like, yeah, if you want a promo, hit me up. So I sent her an email, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm interested in the promo. Let me know how much it is. That's one of my favorite rappers. And to get a promotion by her, that's like a big deal. So she was like, okay. She gave me the price, and I was like, okay, cool. So once she got into promoting it, she messaged me and said, you a Memphis female rapper?
Yo, what up, man? This your girl Gangsta Boo. Make sure you go out and support everything my girl Ashley King do. New music on the way, big bags on the way. We ain't come here to play. What the fuck you thought this was? Yeah, ho.
Because I guess at the time, it was just like, oh, it's just a promotion. I'm finna do my business. But then she was like, you from Memphis? Like, from, I guess, hearing the promotion that I gave her. And she was like, you pretty good. And so that's how it all came about, you know, with her doing the intro for me and everything. And it was just like a big deal. Like, oh, wow, like Gangsta Boo. Like, she acknowledging me, you know, and the love that she's shown me has been endless. So that's one thing that, like, with her support. And also, one thing, though, is it's a slow come up in Memphis. Like, your own people, it's slow for them to support you. So what I had to do was go outside of Memphis. That's where all my support really comes from. From the app, I got people from New York, I got people from Florida, I got people from Atlanta, just all over that is supporting me thoroughly. So I was like, Memphis is gonna come once they see that I'm getting all this love and support from other people. They're gonna be like, who is this chick, you know, coming up in the city? So I'm starting to slowly see that Memphis love, and I love that, you know. But the thing is, they see you as them. So it's hard to see that, to get that love and appreciation back. I was getting good feedback. So I was like, you know, let me keep going. And that's when I started doing my research, and I looked at examples of like Gucci Mane and other rappers that was consistent. And that's how they were able to, oh my goodness, yes, consistency is key. And so that's when I was like, I'm back doing this. I'm not letting up, because once you let up, then you give room for the next person to come and take over. Yes, like what happened? Like I took a quick break, and then all of a sudden it's like, what, you know?
That lane, he was like, damn,
my spot gone.
I was the Memphis coming up female rapper. It's by a motive out there.
Facts. So I'm like, look, I'm not letting up at all at this point, because I bought my beats. I'm taking everything serious, even to getting the business side understood. And that's basically what's most important to me, is learning the business side, learning the game, because I'm an independent artist.
So you doing this all by yourself?
Everything is by myself.
Got like a home girl, a homeboy, a cousin, a nephew. It's just you. I
do my own cover art. I even shot my own video informants and edited it. But once I was getting so busy, I did find a videographer that was able to shoot a few videos for me, but I'm still doing my own thing. I shoot my own videos at home, my own freestyle videos. I pay for everything on my own. I don't get any assistance. All my studio time, everything is self-made. Like, I'm everything on my own. Ain't nobody helped me. But shout out to the Memphis Music Consortium, because they are the ones that helped me understand the business side of it. I thought I had it down pat. But when I went to the school, that's when they were teaching me about publishing and things of that nature, the BMI publishing and getting my business license in it and everything. So I took it to the next level once I went to that school.
It's lunchtime downtown on the Mid-America Mall. And for those who are working or shopping or are just browsing, it's time to make a...
I did put out a whole project. It's an EP called I Go By AK. And that's basically just, it has 7 songs and 1 intro on there. And it's basically giving the Memphis feel, kind of explaining who I am, where I come from, my background, what I was influenced by, because you'll hear a lot of influences in the EP. So I worked on that project. I really was finished by the beginning of the year. And when the studios started back opening up, I kept seeing an ad for this one studio in particular in Memphis, and I was like, it's meant for me to go record in the studio. I keep seeing this ad, I'm taking it as a sign. So I ended up going to the studio, and it was meant to be. Like, they brought my music to life. And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know, like, you could just mix and do all this extra stuff. So I was like, dang, like, these folks really took my sound to the next level. And that's when I was like, I'm sticking with this studio. And I did my whole EP all over again. And then ended up going to, I ended up dropping it in September. So now I'm working on a whole new project. It's basically finished, called Queen King. Got to get some few things touched up on it. Working on another surprise mixtape before I even drop the EP. So I have that in store. Also videos to drop and everything as well. Okay, you ready? All right, so this is my perspective. All right, so it's a lot of female rappers in this game. But as a female rapper, you hear a lot of the same things. And so from my thing, it's kind of like a show-off thing, but also showing people, giving them details of my life. And like, everything I write is true. Like, it's either true or it's basically how I feel for real. So my way of writing is, if men feel it, then I got something. Because the women, they gonna come. Right. But I want the OGs to be able to ride in the car and listen to my music and feel it. So that's kind of how I write. It's not to do it on purpose, but it's basically like, I get a lot of respect from the guys. I want the respect from the men, because that's who listen to all the rap music, a lot of them. And that's basically how you get your, you know, your shine. I want to hear that respect from the men. I don't want to talk about, you know, Coochie Wally, this and all of that. Like, I want to, you know, really talk about life. So that's basically how my writing goes. I write, it doesn't take me long at all to write a song. I can stay up all night and I be done wrote like maybe 3 songs. Be done wrote a verse for a freestyle, or be done wrote a verse for like somebody else. Collabs, knocking out so many collabs a week. It makes no sense. Where it's like getting some, I'm like, all right, it's time to charge, you know, because these verses kind of, you know, start getting draining. So that's basically my writing. I write every day. You got to keep that pen game strong and sharp, for sure.
Yeah.
My hand right, so Rudy Poo. So I'm here to stay. Music is my passion. Once I got back into it, that's when I realized like it was meant to be. Like I ended up, like I said, taking a break to go back to school. And once I came back and received all this love, it was like, okay, following my intuition is what I learned, you know, years ago as a practice. Once you follow that and you get that feeling, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to keep it going. So I'm definitely here to stay. So many more projects coming, videos nonstop, consistency nonstop. This basically what I'm on. My biggest influences were 3-6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo, Master P, and then when I was growing up, Mia X. Also, one of the main people that influenced me lyrically, though, is 2 random guys, Big Crit and Lupe Fiasco. Big Crit, like, this is one of my favorite artists ever. His music is soothing. His lyrics are powerful. Like, he can go this way and that way. I just love it. And Lupe Fiasco, I got picked on a lot listening to him as I was growing up. Memphis, man. Memphis people was like, bruh, like, he lame. Like, and I'm like, no, he is hard. Like, y'all don't, and because I was always had that ear for music. Right. And I was like, man, he's special. It's something about dude. Like, he hard.
Kanye West thought he was special.
Oh, Kanye West is one of my favorites, too. Yes, that's all. He's top tier. I say he is number 1, then Big Crit, then Lupe Fiasco. Those are my top 3. And that's who inspired me lyrically and inspired me as an artist. I have a song called Been Bout That, and it's a Big Crit inspired song because I looked up Big Crit type beats, and that's how I got that beat. And I was like, oh my gosh, and it ended up being everybody's favorite hit. So, yes, I'm here to stay.